Hey guys, it's MadameWario. Welcome to Friday Night Mario Party 8, where we are not on my Wii, so I don't have my own save file. I'm playing on Spec's Wii, and he doesn't have a save file. So, unfortunately, that means no blooper and no Koopa Bro. Or, not Koopa Bro, Hammer Bro. I don't even know his name, apparently. So, oops, guess we can't show off the unlockables, but it's not the end of the world because I don't play as those characters anyway, and, you know, if you were really here for those characters alone, I feel like you're not truly understanding the vibe that is Friday Night Mario Party. But welcome, everybody who is here. Also, shout out to the folks on my Discord server because you guys voted. It was a very, very close vote. There were, I think, 45 votes in total. Somewhere in the 40s. And the board I'm going to be playing tonight won by one vote. And I only had 2 boards up this time. I was really only in the mood for 2 different boards. Yeah, 45 votes. Koopa's Tycoon Town is the winner with 23 votes. Shy Guys Perplex Express. My favorite board is the loser with 22 votes, so it was an extremely close neck and neck poll the entire time it was up, which is always fun to see. Last week the poll ended in a tie, and I thought that was going to happen again, and then it would just be my choice, because that's the rule. If the poll ends in a tie, it becomes my choice. But that did not happen this time, so here we go. We're going to be playing Koopa's Tycoon Town, which is kind of a little bit of a Monopoly aesthetic, but it's a fun one. I'm not a big Monopoly fan, and I really, really like this board. It's super fast-paced, has good music. It's a fun time. I really like all the boards in this game, minus the Bowser board. I feel like that's the only one that I really don't really like, but everything else I really like a lot. So anyway, it's gonna be a fun night. Also, doing a little bit of housekeeping plugs for myself to start out. I want to remind everybody that I still have lots and lots of games and consoles available in my Mercari store. Odinspec and I are saving for something huge right now. We're extremely excited about it, but we are saving as much as we can and trying to side hustle as much as we can. So if you are a retro gamer, or I guess I shouldn't even say retro because some of the games on there are Switch games and that's current as of right now, but if you're a collector, there's a lot of collectible items. Game Chaser, check it out. There's over 120 items. There might not be that many anymore, but there are over 100 items available for sale in my Mercari store, and they've all been well taken care of. You know, they don't look like they've gone through someone's digestive tract like if you go to a used game store a lot of the time. Joy. But check that out, and feel free to bundle items, make a deal, do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here and taking the time out to join me tonight, and also for taking the chance on my shop. Also, in addition to that, I have an Etsy store where I sell all of my own merch. I crochet and sew. It's mostly crocheted goods in there, but you can check it out. I also just made a Discord channel called Etsy. It's just an Etsy channel in my server where you can see posts of new sorry, my screen went dark, of new merch as it gets listed. So that's my way of kind of showcasing it, and so please check that out if you so desire. So again, best way to support the channel is through either Etsy or subscribing, so you know it all goes to the same place, but just want to make sure I am covering those bases, or that basis, covering that ground. But let's say hi to everybody who's here. We have Stardev94, Rainbow Road 1996, Miss Mario Fan 7, Scottman895. We also have Bali Bibby, I want to say V the One, but that's probably not how that's pronounced. V, welcome back. And then anybody who's lurking, thank you so much. Been a fan since late 2010. Work second shift, so I'm usually at work. Finally remembered to tune in. Hey, well thanks for tuning in, and thanks for the long time viewership. Always appreciated. Odin's back is here. Welcome, Odie. Woo, okay. So anyway, we're probably gonna get just started with this as soon as we can so that I can do a decent number of turns, because this game doesn't take... Oh my god, look at all these generic me's. Oh no! I guess I have to go with this one. How exciting. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. Let me switch my screen too. There we go. Now you guys can see Ballyhoo in all his glory. A lot of people really like this host. I don't know anybody who just straight up hates this host. I feel like he had potential to just be loathed, but I really like him. I don't know anybody who's like, he sucks. Whereas I just am not a fan of the hosts of 6. They are like the most forgettable, like, nothing characters. But it's pronounced Thai, it's Brazilian. Ah, okay. So it's V Thai, I'm guessing. But hey, thanks for the explanation so I don't continue to say, like, I don't know how to say it. Yoshi95, welcome to the stream. Okay, Party Tent. This is the second Wii game I've played in like 2 weeks after not playing a Wii game in forever. So this is kind of fun. It's a nice throwback for me. Also, a lot of you were talking about the Bratz hoodie. Thank you. It's from Target last year. They probably don't have it anymore because it's over a year old now, so I'm sorry. But they tend to have Bratz merchandise there, Bratz clothing. At least in the women's section. I don't know. It's like the men's section gets all the good, like, graphic tees, but the women's section gets the good, like, accessory kind of, like, jackets and stuff. So I shop in both. Why not? Anyway, but yeah, I got this last year and it's very soft and very well loved. Look at it tease us with that. It's not even a mystery who they are. They're just, like, grayed out. Okay, so none of these people are new. They would have all been, except for these 2 that we can't play, but everybody else would have been in the last game. So if you guys have character preferences, shout them out in the chat and I will add them in. I haven't seen that intro text in so long, right? Isn't it crazy? You know, I feel like anything from when you're a teenager into adulthood, you see, like, the same way as always, whereas, like, stuff from, like, when I think of new games I got as a kid, they were all, like, either NES, Super NES, or N64. Not talking about the handhelds, but when it comes to just home consoles, that was it. And it's like those, when I think of those, it's like, oh, that was so long ago, like, I think of my, like, child self, like, experiencing that, but when I think of this game, and, like, my first time playing it, it doesn't feel any different than when I play a new game now, because I was like 17 or whatever. So it's like, it feels weird that it's like I haven't played this in so long when it feels like it was such a not long ago. I don't know. That might not make any sense. Maybe that's too hippie, but... Alright, we gotta get, let's see, Dry Bones is requested. The first 3 I see are Dry Bones, Yoshi, and Peach. So those are the 3 I'm gonna pick. 15 is way too short. Do I want to do 25 or... I'm gonna stick with 25. Just because I'm starting a little bit later than I normally would. Okay, let's see. All minigames set. Difficulties. I have been like... I've been coming off of a rough week last week, and this week has been all over the place. Like, it's been a lot intense, up and down. It's just been a lot. So I'm just like, okay. So yeah, I didn't even end up streaming on Wednesday, and truth be told, I should have just canceled the stream that day altogether before day of. Like, I should have just gone into my... When I made my schedule, I should have just not scheduled a stream that day because it was Ash Wednesday. I already knew I was going to Mass in the evening. By the time I got home, it was late, and I would have had to, like, set everything up, and I'm like... And then I would have started way later and felt like I only could stream for a really short time, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to go into this with the mindset of like, uh-oh, I gotta like be quick. Like, I just didn't want to, that just did not feel like a good experience, and I was just like, forget it, we're gonna just stream on Friday. So, but the last few days have been really, really full, so it's like, it doesn't even feel like I missed a stream. I feel like, oh, it's Wednesday, and nope, it's Friday. Okay, I do not want to hear any secrets, because we already know how this works, and if you don't, basically, stars are manifested through buildings that you invest into, and the more money you invest, the more stars are produced from said buildings. So you want to own as many buildings as possible, because that means you own the most stars in the game. There's kind of like a set number of stars you can own on this map, because it's limited to these buildings. I don't think I've ever seen it max out, but like, in theory it's possible. But yeah, I guess the way I worded things though on Wednesday when I was like, guys, I said I'm not in the right headspace, because I was like, I don't want to just be like rushing the whole time, and I think everybody took that as like I was sick or having like a mental breakdown or something, and I was like, I really just like wasn't there. Sorry. I got like multiple messages that just didn't make any sense to me, and then it clued in, and I was like, oh, I think people thought I was like ill, and I was not, so, you know, but thanks for the concern, you know. I'm like, I'm grateful that people are concerned, that wasn't it at all. But yeah, it's been a busy week. My mom's birthday was yesterday, and she is doing a lot of celebrating this time, because we're having like family in town next week, and when your birthday's like not on a weekend, you end up like doing, at least in my family, it's like you do something small on your actual birthday, and then it's like the big thing is on the weekend, so it's like it ends up stretching out. But I enjoy celebrating anything and everything, so I'm looking forward to it all. Today was the first Friday of Lent, so fish on Fridays, baby! At least for now. I know I usually say pizza on Friday, but for now it's been, we've started fish on Fridays. Hey, Koopa Booey, how's it going? I've only seen it max out in longer games. I feel like I know I would have had to play a longer game of this in the past, but even having played like a 50-turn game of this board, I don't think it maxed out then. I guess I was also playing with like real people though, and that might make a difference. I feel like this was the first minigame I ever played, which is weird that it's also the first minigame on this save file. Weird. Ooh, your birthday's on the 20th! Big 29! Last year of the 20s! What did I even do my 29th year? I guess I would have been 29. I would have turned 20. Okay, so I would have turned 29 right before COVID. That's why I don't remember my 29th year. It was very, uneventful. It was an uneventful 29th because no one was able to do anything. It wasn't just for me either. It was for everybody in the world. You know. Let's see. You honestly enjoy your 30s more than your 20s? I feel like I don't know that I have enjoyed one more than the other. I think they've just been different. Oh my gosh, Bolly Bibby, thank you so much! Thank you so much for the sub! Yo, all the boss to you. Welcome to the Ba family. Thank you for your support. I gotta give you all the Bas in chat. That's what we do here to show our hype. We give it a Ba, which comes from a really ridiculous hip-hop video that kind of went viral years ago that has just stuck with us, and now it's like an insider in the community. It's just an understood, like, good thing. Thank you so much, though. That really means a lot to me. I always appreciate the support so much. But yeah, that was me for 25. Turning 25 during 2020 kind of sucked. I know, it's like, you don't even remember it, right? Like, what was happening that year? And it's like, oh, nothing was happening because all this chaos was happening in the world. Okay, I don't need to use this yet, so I'm not going to. Oh, hey, thanks for all the bars in chat. Yo. 24! I feel like with this board, my strategy is typically to just invest everything whenever I pass by a building, because then the next time, then you can't get coins like stolen from you or destroyed from you or whatever. Unfortunately, that means I just bought Peach another star in this instance, but as we go, we're gonna keep adding to it, so, you know, it's only like turn 2, we should be okay. But I think that's a good strategy because there's enough candy that can destroy your coins and steal from you or whatever that you're really not losing anything by investing money into these buildings, even if you don't get the stars at that moment. I love this music. This is like my favorite song in the game. This is my favorite minigame song. But yeah, I don't know that I would say 30s are better than my 20s at this point. Granted, I'm only in like the first third of my 30s. So until I've had the full decade, I won't really know. But like it's just been different. I think that's the best way of putting it. I think more has, I say this and I don't even know. It feels like more happened in my early 20s than has happened in my early 30s. Probably another example of COVID era nonsense. Like, I did get married in my... How old was I when I got married? I don't know how old I am. I had this conversation yesterday with my mom. I'm like, how old are you? How old am I? Because I'm like, I really don't know how old I am. I don't think I've known how old I was since I turned 22. I like stopped keeping track. And I'm like, I'm 35. And I'm like, I'm not 35. I'm 34. So I don't know how old I am. Fun times. It's been that way for like 10 years. Oops. But I just know how old I feel. I don't know how old I actually am, I guess. But yeah, what was I saying? I guess I got married when I was 31. So it's like a lot has happened as a result of that, but like I would say just in general, like when I think of my early 20s, it's like I started Let's Playing. I met like all my best friends, all my friends basically for, oh, Bandit! Basically for life, you know. That's how I feel about that. How could you do this? Oh wait, you're doing good things for me? No, he's not. He's stealing my money. Remember how I said invest in a building because your money will be safe there? Never mind. The game was like, psych. Okay, well he stole like $2 from me, so it's fine. Bandit, how could you do this to me? I'm trying to be like smart and sound like I know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I feel like because I started Let's Playing, it kind of took off and changed in my life, and you know, I moved out of my childhood home into like an apartment with my mom and started college and went through college, and then like at this point 10 years ago I was like working and living in Florida, working at Disney World. Like I just feel like way more happened in the span of like a few years in my early 20s than in my early 30s. So it's like I don't feel like as much has happened now as far as like life events. I think the only big life event was like getting married. But like, you know, and I guess I did move, but and I don't know, maybe I'm just like, it's too fresh, so I can't see it the same way as like when you look back at something. It's a lot easier to see like all the things that happened when you look back as opposed to when you're like a year out from certain things. Don't run me over. Okay, let's go this way. Let's just go, I don't really have a... really care why. I just want to cover some ground here. Only took 2 to keep from taking a star from Peach. So that actually worked out in my favor, but it still debunks my theory that my coins would be safe there. I don't think I ever win this minigame. So here we go. No. But yeah, this week has been, there's just been a lot going on this week. I've just gotten a lot of, like, kind of sad news lately, too, which is unfortunately the case sometimes, you know. It's like, I've gotten a lot of sad news. But also, like, good news. So I feel like I've had, like, really big ups and really big downs, and it's just been a chaotic feeling week because of that. Okay, I did not just immediately fall off like I normally do, so that was good, at the very least. But yeah. Also, Water Pickles and Psycho, Nacho Man, welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. I've been gabbing and not paying attention to who's showing up and saying hi to everybody. But yeah. No, there's no snow where I am. There hasn't been for about a week. We had some really nice, like, teaser spring days, and then it got really cold again. Like, it went from being, like, I think 65 degrees or something for the high one day, and the next day the high was, like, 30. And I'm like, okay. Why would you do this? It's like, we're still in winter, like, it's not technically spring yet, so it's like, this is normal for this time of year, but I just am not a fan, no matter what, when the temperature drops, like, 30 degrees, because I'm like, no, you're gonna send my sinuses! But, you know, it's just this time of year. So no, no snow. It's kind of been hovering, like, just above cold enough to snow, I think. Had a lot of gross rain. We had a couple really nasty days this week too, which did not help my digesting of sad news lately. New Gaga album. Oh my god, I need to listen to it. It just came out today. I kept thinking it came out last week, and then when I went to check about it, I'm like, it's not out yet. What was I thinking? I need to listen to it because I love Lady G. She's one of my favorites. Yeah, I haven't listened to it at all. I haven't even listened really to the full song of Abracadabra, which was like the first single released from it. I've just heard like clips of it on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, I was like, I'm just gonna wait till the album's out. It's fine. So, I need to listen to it. And I will. I probably will, because I've been playing a lot of like Toontown just to like unwind in my spare time. And I listened to, this was kind of fun, I listened to the entirety of the 5th Princess Diaries audiobook in like one day over the last weekend. I was just doing chores and then like took a break and then I played some Toontown and then I did something else, and it's like by the time it was all said and done I just had this audiobook on, and I finished it because it was pretty short and I had it at double speed, so it was supposed to be like 8 hours long, but it was only 4. So I'm like, well, that's perfect. So I've been doing that a lot lately, where I'll like put on an audiobook or a podcast, but I only listen to one podcast, so it's like not. Why would I even use this? Every time, I should have used this last time on Peach. Although, I don't even remember if this candy really works that way. I am gonna invest all 16 of my coins into this hotel, which might not do a whole lot right now, but later. Because I'm 1 coin behind, so if I come back around later, it might help me out. I'm just buying stars for everybody else at this point. They give me headaches too when the temperature suddenly drops. Yeah, like when the temp drops, it's like headache. My nose will just run for no good reason. It's just, ugh, it's annoying, but I also, like, strained my shoulder doing yoga last week, and I kept, like, not re-injuring it, but I kept not letting it heal over the course of, like, 3 or 4 days on accident, and I finally had to be like, okay, I have to adjust my yoga practice every day to not be injuring myself. So, it's just been, like, there's been something in every realm this past week. But anyway, yeah, I've been playing, like, a lot of Toontown in my free time just to relax and unwind, and now that that album's out, I need to listen to it while I'm playing. No! I like how this is just kind of a timing-based 1v3 and isn't like, well, you get hit so many times and you lose. Because that would be a lot harder. Yo, Pixie! Big Pix! Oops, I fell asleep.
Oops, I fell asleep pee-pee.
I hope you were... you fell asleep pee-pee? Okay, there's no way I was winning that. They were ambushing me too much. Hey, Pixie, wake up! Welcome to the Strem de la Strem! Hey, welcome back to the Ba family also. All the Bas. All the Bas! Giving it a ba. In Kansas, we went from having a severe thunderstorm warning to blizzard warning in the span of a few hours. Yep, that's the fun stuff for your sinuses right there. Rank this game, Mario Party 8. Mario Party 8 is, I think, it was for the longest time my number 3. Then it moved down to number 4. And now I would say it's probably number 5? Number 5 or 6, I'm not sure. But given the fact that that's my rank among all Mario parties, that's a pretty dang high ranking. I really, really love this game. I absolutely loved it when it first came out, and I've continued to love it ever since. It wasn't like, oh, it was magic when it first came out, and then I kind of dulled and I didn't care as much later. Like, I still love this game. Because it is one of my favorite Mario parties in, like, the top 5, it's definitely, like, a 10 out of 10 for me, personally. I love this one. I love the Wii era because I love motion control stuff. It's super fun. I love the music in this game. I love so much about this game. And for any game that's, like, that high ranked, like, how could it not be that high of a score for me? Gotta give it a 10. I also gotta cash zap somebody because someone has too much money. I feel like people who really love this game, like, really love it. Like, it's not just like, oh, it's okay. Like, no. You either... you just love it if you're big into it. Okay, Yoshi, you're not really who I was going for, but... sorry, I'm targeting the one person who doesn't have any stars. In that instance, that's... like, I kind of think the cash zap is stupid because you just destroy coins, you don't get the coins yourself. But in the case of this board, I think it's, like, better? Like, I feel like that could be, like, a candy exclusive to this board. Not that it is, but it would make sense if it was, because it makes it where, like, you know, there's less money to invest in the buildings overall. Also, we're battling for 10, which means I only contributed, like, 2 coins. And it's probably gonna be cut from the dream. Oh, no! Okay, never mind. Glacial Meltdown. I love the name of this minigame. Also love the... I don't think there's a single Mario Party where I don't love the instruction screen music. But this one was always one that stuck out to me more than a lot of the others. Such a dramatic name! Glacial Meltdown. It's a good name though, it's so funny. It's a fun time. No. Can you guys not? I feel like I'm flashing every time I go to punch anybody. Okay, he's just bones, I get. I would not be. If I fell in that water, I would just go into, like, cardiac arrest. I would not be like, well, I guess I'll casually swim over to this ice cap. I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. If I had a past life on the Titanic, I did not make it. I already know. If I hit the water, if my toe hit the water, if my toenail hit the water, I went into cardiac arrest and just died instantly. Like, there was no chance for me. If I were on the Titanic, that would be my demise. There's no way. I can't. I cannot handle cold like that. Having a glacial meltdown on a Friday night. Yeah, everybody's favorite kind of Friday night is when you have a glacial meltdown. I always said that this soundtrack, and I don't think I've ever actually done the research into it to find out, like, if it's the same composer as one of these games, but it always sounded very much like it could be straight out of a Sonic game. The Mario Party 8 soundtrack just sounds like a Sonic soundtrack to me. No lyrics, but like the vibe of it and the instrumentation and all that just totally sounds like Sonic. And again, I never did the research to be like, is it the same composer as any of the Sonic games before this? I don't know. You'd think I would have done that in the past, you know, 15 plus years that I've owned. Ooh, this is good! That I've owned this game. This is good because it takes us to a different district where there's a lone building and you have to get to this area in order to be able to access the building, and it's automatically a 3-star, so even if you invest 1 coin in it, which you're gonna invest something because you're gonna run into money, you will get 3 stars, so it's really lucky. The only thing is somebody else can come over here and invest their money and take those from you just like all the other buildings, but it's less likely, so that's a good move for us. Oh, I love Chomp Wash at the Chomp Wash. But yeah, that being said, the last Wii game I played, which was last Wednesday, not Wednesday as in a couple days ago, but the Wednesday before, I played Sonic and the Secret Rings Party Mode. If you didn't know that Sonic and the Secret Rings had a party mode, check out the video. It's on YouTube. It's such a fun mode. That is pretty much the only mode of that game I've played, and when I owned that, I mean I own it again now, but when I first bought that game, I played the crap out of that party mode. I loved it. And it's a good mode. It has so many mini-games, like, I barely played any of the regular game, but I love the party mode, so definitely give it a chance if you own that game. You might not realize you have, like, a hidden side mode gem. 33! We all know what that number means. Yeah, working at the Chomp Wash. You just have to sing it. Like, it's kind of impossible not to sing. How is she over by a building that has no investments in it yet? How is that a thing? She's going for me, but it won't matter. Oh, maybe she's not going for me. What do you have against Yoshi? What did he do to you? Jerk. She's like, he stood on my rooftop. How could he? Any chance for Sims 1 for the anniversary hype? Wait, the anniversary hype of Sims 1? When is the Sims anniversary? This month I'm trying to dedicate Wednesdays to going through... Oh, really? Oh, so it was a bit ago then. It was February 1st. God, 25 years already. Hey, that makes sense though, because I was 9 when I first played it and the game was brand new, and I am, as we established earlier, 34. Woo! So many fun memories. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any plans to play The Sims on stream this month. That could change, I don't know, but if I do like a pop-up stream or something. Because technically, since I missed Wednesday, I want to make up for it at some point. I don't think I'll be able to make up for it this weekend because it's way too busy, and next weekend's kind of the same way. So I'm like, you know, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but I don't know. That could be fun. But I haven't played The Sims 1 in a little while. It's been a little bit. Now, The Sims 2, I've always been... I will have always played recently, but... Do I want to? No. Yes, I do. I'm gonna invest all this money into this, so that way if anybody else comes by here, they'll have quite a bit of coins to get. But yeah, I don't have any plans for that. My Wednesdays for this month are supposed to encompass and incorporate my N64 game collection. That's my intention anyway, to show off some of the games that we don't see on the N64 as frequently. Like, we see the Mario Party stuff all the time, but, you know, some of my other games don't get very much screen time. Hey, Scottman! Thank you so much for the resub! All the boss to you!
Imagine if for the Sims anniversary that they ate 81 subs. They're
Yo!
not because we are celebrating 81 months of sub hype.
Let's go. 81 subs. Can you make a sub? I don't think you can actually make a sub sandwich in The Sims 1. It's just that one plate of food. Like, they don't have any deviation from that. But hey, thank you so much, Scottman. Big shout out to you for 81 months at tier 2 as well. Thank you very much for the support. Gosh, hold on. As soon as this minigame's over, I will look at chat again too, because I know I missed some things. Ah! Okay. It's close to losing. Okay, I was really not that far from the goal, but cool. Dean Chester, welcome to the stream. It's weird knowing The Sims is that old. See, that's one for me, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, though. That feels like forever ago that I first played it, and I, like, have distinct memories in my oldest sister's room playing on her computer with, like, her old, like, high school boyfriend. Like, that was a million years ago for me, so that feels like a totally different era, so it feels like it should be that old. But this game doesn't feel like it should be as old, because I feel the same as I did when I first got it now. Yo, hi Sis! Hey, thanks for stopping in for your stream streak. I love it. Well, thanks for stopping in general also, but yo, Sizzo! And Juvenile, welcome to the stream as well. This board is a pyramid scheme. It's fun though. It is a fun board. I do enjoy this board, which says a lot because I don't like Monopoly. You know, I still need to play Golden Girls Monopoly. I got it for Christmas, but I haven't really sat down and played any board games since like right after Christmas. Right after Christmas, my family and I, we played Clue, and I was playing Clubhouse games with Odinspec and Uno, and like trying to like enjoy the like home board game vibes, but then I fell off and have not done more with that, so oops. Back to work for me! Yo, hey, well have a good rest of your night at work, Sis. Don't work too hard. We love Sis. Yo, Brandon! Playing the first ever Mario Party game I got and played, and my favorite Mario Party game. It's such a good one. This is a good first one, too. I mean, there are a lot of good... I don't know. Most of the Mario Party games I would not say, like, oh, that's not a good first one. The only one that feels like an unfortunate first one would be... Or the only two would be, like, 9 and 10, because they're so different from the typical style of Mario Party, and they're just, like... As a seasoned Mario Party enthusiast, they're just not as good, and they're not as much of what you'd want. Why did you want to come over here? To steal my money? Come on, dude. That's all it was. He's like, I just want to steal your 3 coins. But yeah, this is a good one. I keep getting pretty low rolls. I'm not... Why did you invest? Oh, you only had 1 coin. Wait, what happened to all your money? You just had money that you stole from me. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna head straight to the hotel. Grandma! This is kind of morbid. Your grandma is alive and you're a dry bones. Sounds like a Twilight Zone episode to me. You were just here! And you didn't even do anything. You put like 1 coin in. despite having more than that. Alright, I have 15 to put in, so I don't think I'll surpass whatever Peach has in there. Look at this truck stopping for us! Wow! Not in Indiana! That's how I know we're not. That's not where this is based. Do I want any... The only reason I would do this is so I can possibly get the candy star. So, I mean, this is not enough to really get the candy star, but we'll take it anyway. It's fine. I feel like most of them are pretty good for a first player. As someone who played the first one first, I really did start from the beginning. 1, 3, and 2 are my order for the N64 games. Okay. See, I also played the first one first, but I also just, like, went in order up to 4. After 4, I no longer went in order. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 6, 8. And that's not including the handhelds, because DS was in there somewhere. Advance was also... I also played Advance when it came out, but it also plays very, very differently. It's not like a traditional Mario Party, like, Battle Royale board game map. Like, that's not how that game plays. It's just a one-player style game that has, like, mini games and mini challenges. Like, I don't really feel like it fits the traditional Mario Party in the sense that it's like, wow! My first traditional Mario Party game. You know what? I feel like maybe I said that the Rotor-Rooter or whatever was my first minigame. No, I think it was actually this. Am I blue? I am blue. I don't think I scored though. I think Peach scored. Okay, oh, I stole it from my own teammate. I don't think you're supposed to play sports like that. Oops. Man, that bounced right over to me and I did not grab it. Peach! Ah! I was holding the ball! Yeah, you're not really supposed to punch your own teammate in. Let me score! Jerk! Thank you. Okay, that took way too long. Anyway, that was my order for the console ones, and then I got back on track. After 6, I played 8, then 9, 10... Yeah, I think I played all the rest in order, but it was just the GameCube ones that got screwy on me because I didn't own a GameCube for the longest time. You rented it when you were like 6 or 7. Then you got your official copy when you were like 8 or 9. Hey, there you go. That's kind of like with me. I used to rent the original Mario parties all the time. I didn't own them for the longest time. But it's interesting how you can play Mario Party with online players on handheld devices like a Switch now. Just play with your friends at the beach with Wi-Fi, at the hotel, grandma's house. I know, it's so true. You had to set it all up, you know, back in the day. Even on here, you know, the Wii was internet compatible. Not this game, but like, you play Mario Kart online, but you still had to like set it up, and it was a lot bigger headache. And we've come a long way in not a whole lot of time. It feels like, oh come on, dude. Feels like it was forever ago, but it really wasn't that long ago in the grand scheme of things with like gaming. Pretty wild. Wild times, you know? The addition of playing with people not in your home being a norm and a constant is just like so cool. Like, you know, something we take for granted now. Although, I guess you could say it's kind of a blessing and a curse, because you know, with long distance friends and family, it's great. Or even if you just want to play with a real person and you just play with strangers, fine. But it's kind of like I feel like there's less incentive that people take to get together with, like, local friends to, like, play games in person. That's the only thing that's, like, there was some sense of magic to that, you know. Not not to say it's all gone or anything like that, but you definitely, like, if you go to, you know, it's the same like if you go to see a movie. Like, I guess you could technically do a video call and watch a movie, but it's not gonna be the same, like, convenience of, like, going to the theater, and I feel like that's not as commonplace as, playing games online with friends, but, like, yeah, that's the only thing. It's like going to a friend's house as a kid for a sleepover and, like, renting a game and playing together and getting hyped for it, as opposed to just being like, well, we can play that anytime online. There is a sense of magic to that that is lost a little bit, but I'm not complaining, because it's like, hello. I would rather have the option to play just online from home, everybody's house, who cares? Okay, I am using this so I can invest all this money into this building. Because Yoshi only has 3 coins. I don't even think he has anything invested in this yet. Yeah, he doesn't. I'm gonna invest everything. Use my twice candy, and it should be a 3-star hotel now. Yay! Alright. Party on a Friday night. Sorry, Dry Bones. Had to. Except now I have no money to put into this building. I feel like, isn't that the one I put like 5 coins in? I think it was more than that. I think it was like 13 actually. If I'm remembering correctly. Everybody's against me again. Give me one that, like, works in my favor. Okay, this one's not too bad. This isn't bombs away. This is bombs away. Already. So what's everybody else been up to on this lovely Friday, leading into your Friday night? It was a pretty slow-moving day for me. Okay, I did not mean to walk into that. So, I tried to just, I was pretty slow-moving, I'm not gonna lie. So, I did a little bit of chores. But I also did a little bit of sewing, so that was nice. I did get some things done that have been on my to-do list of just, like, personal projects. Like, I have a hoodie that I'm working on, embellishing with all kinds of different gaming patches, and I got a patch from Awesome Games Done Quick earlier. I guess it wasn't this month anymore, last month, and I needed to sew it on. Finally did that. I did some more like hand sewing. I've just had a lot of like creative projects I've been trying to work on the side of everything else. So did a little bit of adulting and chores and that. And played a little bit of Toontown earlier. That was fun. Did some gag training, you know. I think it has 11 due to Bandit. Oh, that's right. Because he stole 2 of my coins. You're right. So I have 11! Genie Geek, welcome to the stream! This past week has been kind of rough for me, so I've been taking it a bit easier these last 2 days. Same here. Like I said, my week has had like some highs and some lows and been very all over the place. So I've just been part of my part of what I'm like trying to work on for Lent too is being kinder to myself and not putting so much pressure on myself, because I'm really bad about like just overly pressuring myself into a coma of like, you're not, you know, everything that I'm not versus like everything that I am kind of thing. So I'm trying to like turn that around and be like, hey, if I need time to like rest and not be stressing over something, like I need to take it. And that's kind of what happened on like Wednesday when I was like, I'm gonna be crunched for time and I'm not gonna stream long enough and it's not gonna be this, and I'm like, it's literally the first day of Lent. I am not gonna screw up this early. No. This is time. This is the time to listen and be like, yes, we're going to take it. We're going to take this moment and be like, what's best for me right now, as opposed to what's best for all these ideas in my mind that no one else is even thinking. So, man, I jumped too late. I'm gonna look at the... Hold on. What is even over here? It's a 2-star hotel there. There's a 2-star up there. The one up is the one I've already invested into, so I guess I'll just go that way again. But... do I like any Disney games? I'm not sure the kind you're asking about necessarily, but I love Kingdom Hearts. I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love Disney Magical World. I love Disney's Toontown. There are a lot of Disney games that I really love. I don't know if you mean those or if you're like, do you like Aladdin on Genesis? Because if that's the case, I've never played that. But Mickey Speedway USA is fun. So there's a handful that I like right there. Picked up some Pokemon Surging Sparks packs today from GameStop, then got some Krispy Kreme. Oh, I love Krispy Kreme. Got a toot from the employee and ended up getting a free donut. What the heck? Why did they have a toot? How rude, but hey, at least you got a free donut. Why is this not clicking on the ones that I am hitting? I'm poking all the squares and it's like, no, you didn't do it. I won though, so it's fine. Uploaded soundtrack to your music library from Metaphor. Hey, nice. Did some fun things today then. What a great idea, I'm doing that too. Yeah, that's something like I feel like most people could probably work on and do for themselves that would be like beneficial. Oh man. Bet you're hanging around Toontown catching beans right now. Ironically, I haven't been doing that lately because I maxed out my number of beans that I could carry and I don't have anything to spend them on right now, so I'm rich. Although I got a doodle and I'm not a big fan of it because it keeps like forgetting and getting all tired and mopey, and I'm despite having like good traits. So I'm trying to wait for a different doodle to appear that is pink and has all the traits I want, but I don't know. Nothing has appeared so far. So I'm just saving my money. Why is she trying to go for the same stuff as me? Go away, hoe bag. I don't know honestly, but yeah, free donuts. This minigame always seemed like a boring premise to me, but I suppose there had to be one like it that just touched the buttons. I guess they were really feeling that. And I always thought the minigame like had a fun ending because it's like you go into the Matrix or whatever. Well, that's Yoshi's building now. He finally gets some stars. But yeah. Boom. Wow! She's like, my life sucks. Anyway, yeah, the setting is interesting. I feel like that's the only reason they did it. They were like, this is a cool layout, so we're gonna just make something with this. And the best they could come up with was pushing buttons. Oh well. Yo, Sakura Princess, giving it a ba, welcome. Yeah, she just got her hotel stolen, unfortunately. But this is just gonna kind of keep bouncing back and forth now that I think everybody has invested into. I don't think there's a hotel that has not been invested into. This is one that I'm not as good at as the 1-player as the 3-player. This also made a return in Superstars. Oh, this is motion control. But even if they walked into it, they got... This is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel like... Oh, he just stood there. They all got hit in like the exact same spot. It's really funny. All at different times, but the same location on that rooftop. So many minigames to unlock. All the minigames to unlock, because this is not my save file. So what's funny is when I went to go get the game out before my stream, I went to like my game folio where I keep everything, because I don't keep the cases for any of my Wii stuff. Like I recycled the cases a long time ago when I first moved to save on space, and you know, I don't need to like display them all on a shelf. I don't have a huge number of games for the Wii in that anyway, so it's like I just keep them all in a large folio case, like with my DVDs and that from my teen years and from my adulthood, but whatever. Anyway, that's more information than anybody cared about. When I went to go get this game though out of my folio case, it wasn't there, and I'm like, where? Okay, I was like, this game has to be in my Wii U, because my Wii hasn't been used in forever, not since I transferred my Wii data to my Wii U. But the Wii U that's plugged in is Odie's, and his Wii is also plugged in, so I'm like, okay, so I had to like get my Wii U out, plug it in just to get this game out. Then it kind of clicked like, oh, I'm not gonna have my save data for this unless I hook up the Wii U, which wouldn't have been that difficult or impossible, but it's a lot more convenient. Odie's Wii is already hooked up to the stream setup, so I'm like, okay, never mind, I'm just gonna play on a brand new file. And so we unfortunately don't have the characters unlocked as a result, but if that's all that means, like, it's fine, it's not a big deal. So yeah, that's why everything is just showing like being unlocked, which I haven't seen since I was like 17 years old, so that's interesting to me. Tamagotchi Princess, welcome to the stream, as well as Spartan, welcome. As I give my in-depth explanation as to why everything is showing as being unlocked a million years after this game released. This game, I think, is the same age I was when I first played it, maybe. Oh no! How many coins does he have? Enough? If he doesn't have any, then he might not be able to invest more, even collecting a small amount there. Oh, he has a lot. He's totally stealing that building from me, because I think he has as much as I invested into it. So, that's not good. Okay, yes, although I only have 10. But I'll still invest. Because then I'm not as far away from taking it over. But yeah. Sounds more manageable and easier, so that way you don't have to set up your own consoles. Yeah, that's what we basically did. We kind of like combined. So like, certain consoles are mine, other consoles are his. The only ones that it really like makes a difference with, I guess, in certain circumstances is like this, where the data is saved to the console itself, like on the Wii and the Wii U. Because I don't have any, the only data I have saved to my Wii that would be relevant at all to like you guys would be my City Folk file from Animal Crossing. Like, I think that's on my, or maybe that is on my Wii U. I think there's a separate town that I had on my Wii when I realized, like, oh, I have a second save file because of this, so that doesn't even matter either. So there's nothing on my Wii that would be like, oh, you guys are missing out, like, no. But on my Wii U has all my save data from my original Wii. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. Thanks for the follow! Okay. Oh, I have to get this 3 times. I got it. I need one more. Alright, you guys were too slow. But anyway, we're lucky in that because, like, the GameCube just takes, like, a memory card, everything cartridge saves to the cartridge. Like, it's only this that would matter, and they're so, like, if it really came down to it, it's not that hard to plug in my Wii U if I had to. But for Mario Party, is it really necessary? Not unless I had to, not unless it was the kind of Mario Party where you had to unlock, like, so many things because you barely start with anything, but none of them are really like that, so it's like, it's fine. I mean, even on your Switches, you can have, like, more than one person's account saved on there, so that's not even, like, an issue now with consoles. I mean, of course, switching the Switch out is super easy, because it's just docked and you move it and it's handheld, you know. But, oh, so here's the update, you guys. I know nobody asked for this update, but I'm gonna give it to you anyway because I've been talking about this nonstop for like weeks now. I finished, and I keep saying I'm gonna do this and I haven't done it yet. I need to make a movies. I think I'm gonna make a movies channel on my Discord. I have a music channel, not a movies channel, and I'm like, I talk way more about movies than I do about music. Why is it like this? Why don't I have this? Anyway, I had my own Ghibli week, which turned into 2 weeks because it took me that long to get through 7 movies. It was supposed to be one a night for 7 days, and it turned into like one every other night, or one for 3 nights in a row and then 2 nights off. It just didn't work out for shorter than 2 weeks. Anyway, I watched the first week's worth, so I've watched 7 different Ghibli movies. They weren't all movies I hadn't seen before. In fact, most of them, there were 3 movies I'd never seen before, and then the others I had all seen at least once. 2 I had only seen once, the other 2 I'd seen a handful of times, but it's been a long time, so I just kind of wanted to rewatch them again for fun, but I definitely remember them. It's not like, oh, I don't remember what these are about, or how this is, or, you know. Okay, this hotel has not been seen very much. I need to remember to come this way again. So I've talked about all these movies, and I need to post about it, but the last one, the 7th out of 7 movie that I watched in order, was The Boy and the Heron, which is the newest film. And I'm only missing now, I only have 11 movies, 11 Ghibli movies left to see before I've seen them all. So I'm gonna have 2 more Ghibli weeks over the course of probably the next month. Because knowing 7 movies took me 2 weeks last time, it's probably gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a month to watch, these last 11. So it's Ghibli month now. Yay! It's turned into Ghibli month. It was just Ghibli week. Here we are, starting over with Ghibli month. Anyway, but I'm also gonna do the same thing where there are some movies I'm gonna rewatch. Some I'm not looking forward to doing that with, but I'm like, I need to rewatch them just because it's been a long time. The only one that I know I don't need to rewatch is The Grave of Fireflies, or Grave of the Fireflies. It's like, that's a one and done. We've done it. We're good. We're not doing that again. And not because it's a bad movie, but because it's a sad movie. So I don't do sad movies very well, and especially not like that. So no. We're gonna just leave that one alone. We've seen it, and that's good enough for me. But I'm getting to the point where, like, everything that I could rewatch, I've either seen a million times, or there's only one other one that I've seen once, because I didn't like it, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll watch it again. But yeah, I watched The Boy and the Heron. This is where I was going with this to begin with. I was gonna say, I watched The Boy and the Heron. Super weird. Good, but super weird. I was saying it was super weird, a lot to take in, and like, kind of a lot to digest and stew on and think about. Definitely not one of those movies that you're like, wow, I just get it all, like, immediately. Like, you kind of have to think about it after it's over. And there are definitely certain elements of it that I was able to, like, interpret immediately and be like, oh, that's a great point. That's totally what that's saying. And then there were other parts that I'm like, I need to think about what exactly that meant. But the bad guys were my favorite, you guys. The bad guys were my favorite. I love the villains. The villains were the best part of the whole thing. So I was like, But anyway, it was a fun time. It was very interesting. It was also weird to see like the newest film versus watching some of the absolute oldest right before. So that was fun. I haven't watched the actual oldest yet. I haven't seen Nausicaa, but that's on the list for Ghibli month, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I need to like post about all these, and maybe I'll make a video about it too, because I did that with Disney films last year, but I will take 5. How do I feel about Princess Diaries 3? I am so excited for anything Princess Diaries related. I love the Princess Diaries movies. I love the Princess Diaries books. Both movies were a hit with me. They're on my list of like, I need to get them on DVD because I don't own them and I would like to. But I love the Princess Diaries. That's what, I don't think you were here yet, Genie Geek, when I said this, but I just read the 5th Princess Diaries book last weekend. And there are a lot of books in the series, so I'm trying to read them all. I'm trying to listen to the audiobooks. I've physically like read the first 4, and then I listened to the 5th audiobook, and I'm on the wait list for some of the next ones, but I don't want to, I'm not even going to worry about this. I'm just going to keep banking money. I need a good movie to come out in theaters to go see, but there's like nothing coming out soon. I don't know anything coming out that I'm like, I'm gonna go see that, like, so, I don't know. Hopefully by the summer, though. Okay, this is like the easiest one to win because it's broken, especially as a human player, so it's like, cool. We're gonna play it. We're gonna win. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so I just need to do 50, and then you just times 2 it a bunch. And the only thing you have to be careful of is to not accidentally hit a times 0. And yeah, they're already done. They immediately, like, finish. But as long as you do that, you get the max score. So this is a very broken and kind of stupid mini-game. Sorry, but 800 beats everyone else. I wasn't an audiobook person, because I just do enjoy sitting down with my own, like, quiet time and, like, reading. But I became an audiobook person last year when, like, some of the books I wanted were only available in audiobook format. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of nice, because I can, like, listen to this and do something else at the same time. So that's pretty fantastic. I prefer a physical book to an ebook. Yes, I do own a Kindle, and I think it's like a series 2, like series 1 or series 2. Like, it's one of the oldest models because I've had it forever. I've had it for like, I think I got it in like 2011 or something like that. 2012 maybe. Like, I've had it for so long, but it still works. It's still great. Like, but I don't, and if ebooks are really, really discounted, like I did buy an ebook over Christmas break because it went on like super sale on Amazon, and I haven't read it yet because it's like seasonal for fall, so I'll probably read it this coming fall. But yeah, and I've read several ebooks, but I do prefer a physical book. I'm just one of those people. But I don't mind them. Like, they're especially nice for travel because you have just like the one small tablet that has everything in it, and you don't have to have like a bulky, heavy book with you. Like when I used to go to Canada all the time, I would bring my Kindle and did a lot of reading there, like in the summer. Like, it was always really nice. So sometimes I listen to audiobooks while I'm working on paintings. See? Exactly, Rainbow. That's what I was doing, except with crocheting. I went to my library and they had new manga. Cool to rent. Oh, of course. That's where majority of my manga, the manga that I've read, has come from the library throughout my life. Because it's very expensive to buy each individual volume. Like, it adds up very, very quickly. So it's like, I kind of reserve owning for my absolute favorites and owning for volume 1s. I do like to buy a volume 1 to see if I like it. Like, that's always kind of fun. Sometimes, especially because, like, I get them, I go to, like, half-price books and get them discounted and stuff, too, but, ooh, look at that investing I did earlier. That's paying off now. Now that I have 0 stars, because everybody keeps getting more than me invested into buildings. But yeah, there are very few times where I can't even remember the last time I bought a manga for like full price. I've either bought them for half price at Half Price Books or gotten them through the library, and where you don't have to buy them at all, you just borrow them and read them and that's it. In fact, my favorite manga I read last year was from the library and I did not pay anything for it to read it. Also, I've fallen behind. I need to read some of the manga that I've collected because I've been very bad. I've been really good about reading like the novels I've gotten and like working on my backlog through those. I have not done so hot for the mangas, but in my mind I think always goes to like, oh, well, they don't take very long to read, so it's gonna be easier to like catch up on that, and then it's like, oh. Or I'm gonna keep going in it with that mindset, like, oh, I can read this anytime because it's short, and then I never end up reading any of them, and I'm like, I need to change that. But I love to sit outside, like, when the weather is nice and read, and it has not been nice enough to do that yet. So once it is, I will be outside reading for sure. I rented 12 summer drawing books though, you know? You just gotta get some of those good... What I have checked out right now is all non-fiction, which is very unlike me, but like I have like a scrapbooking book that I'm loving right now that I actually showed off on stream a couple weeks ago. It's called like memory making or memory collecting, I think is what it's called. And it has all these like scrapbooking ideas, and as somebody who has been working to put together like a travel bullet journal scrapbook, it's been like really fun to like curate ideas and get like just kind of get some inspiration of like different themes to do with pages, or like how to incorporate certain mementos or, you know, souvenir pieces into your journal that makes it like a little bit more fun than just having every page be similar or the same. So I started my scrapbook officially last week. I had been collecting materials because I had to like replenish some materials. I had to print out a lot of photos.
Hi, baby. Hi, Julie. Julie's here. Julie. Yay.
But once I got everything like printed and cut out and kind of sorted, I'm now able to start putting the pages together. Because I went to Super Nintendo World last year in Hollywood. I went to Disneyland. I went to Canada. I went to Myrtle Beach. Like, I went all these places in the last quarter of 2024. And I want to, like, document it in a fun way in my scrapbook journal. But I just, like, I needed to print everything and kind of organize it. And I don't want to do, like, a format where it's like, these 10 pages are Disneyland, and then that's it, and then the next 15 pages are the beach. And, like, I want each page to be a different location, so that way I never feel like, well, I moved on to a different, like, subject matter, so now I can't go back, and I'm just, like, not... Like, I've made that mistake in the past with other scrapbooks that I've started where I, like, don't finish it, or I fall off because I get like discouraged when I don't have like things aren't in order. And I'm like, I need to not have that mindset, so I changed it up. It's gonna be good. I'm actually working on, I crocheted a cover for my scrapbook so that way when I take it with me it won't get all beaten up, because it had like a kind of weird cover that I had to like DIY into like a hardcover, sort of. It's like it was a hardcover, but it was like cardstock on cardstock, not just like hard cardboard. And I was like, I need this to be sturdier, so I just glued the two pieces together with glue tape, and it worked really nicely. But because of that, I was like, I'm going to also make like a crochet cover so it's nice and cushioned and not weird.
Hi, Julie.
Shoot. And it has kind of like a gamer girl, like nerdy theme. So I'm trying to like add that to the crochet cover. It's actually, this is it right here. I've added I added like a Toontown character to it. And then I have this like Mario star, but I think I'm gonna move it from the side to the front. But I want to add like different like characters and cute little like doodles and inspiration to it. So it'll look really cute. And if you ever want to see me like working on my creative stuff, come to my Monday streams. I always have Crafty Monday every Monday of the week. In the afternoon, EST, you know, you can usually catch me around like 1 p.m. Eastern, sometimes earlier, sometimes a little later, but it's typically around 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this Monday. I crocheted last week. I did crocheting of like Ghibli characters. I made this little Totoro. He's still sitting here. He is actually available in my Etsy store now. But I made this little blue Totoro with a cute little golden sack. He's available. I've also been making these little soot balls, so you can also purchase a soot ball from my Etsy shop. And then also a little white Totoro is available as well. So check out my Etsy store if you want to shop any of those. But and then also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see this guy being made in a time lapse, because there's a time lapse for him that's under 3 minutes where you can see the creation of him. It was a really fun stream. It was the first crochet stream I've had in a bit. So next time I'm either gonna do probably a sewing stream or a painting stream. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of going by whatever I'm inspired to do that day. Because I did a poll a few weeks ago and like every single creative subject got multiple votes and people seemed interested, so I don't feel like there's anything on the list of what I want to do that's like, well, no one really wanted to see that. Like, no, everything has some level of interest.
Are you just curling up and going to sleep, little Jilla? Julie is so sleepy, you guys. She's just like, I'm gonna get cozy for Mario Party night. I love that cozy girl.
She loves it. I wish you guys could see her, but she's just so cozy. I need to invest 37 coins. Why does she have so much money? This is an instance where I'm like tempted not to put anything in because that's so much. I think I'm gonna save it for the next one. Because she just spent like all her money on that. Pink Eagle Soaring! Hey yo! How's it going? It's going good. We've just been gabbing away, talking about movies and creative stuff and Mario Party. We've been just talking about all kinds of random stuff. It's been a fun night. How are you doing, Pink Eagle? This is kind of a fun minigame. I always like this like pink boo motif that's in a lot more of, I feel like in a lot more of the Wii games and like recent Nintendo games. Maybe that's not true, but that's just how it feels for me. I'm like, oh, I feel like pink boos were all over the Wii. I love a haunted mansion. Except I don't really love Luigi's haunted mansion. I just like haunted mansion motifs in other games. Yeah, Pink Boo needs to make a comeback! And then we got King Boo down here. Pink! I guess it's not a king, there's no crown. But the big pink! I want to know where the concept of a pink boo came from. Like, why? I don't know. Just chilling out after a somewhat chaotic day. Weird issues with my plumbing in one of the bathrooms in our house, and several houses in the neighborhood, apparently. Oh, plumbing issues are never any fun, because they're usually, like, smelly and inconvenient and annoying, and... So that's annoying. I'm sorry to hear that you're dealing with plumbing issues. They suck. They really do. Yeah, not a fun issue to have, but... Hey, at least you're able to, like, chill out now. It sounds like. Now that the chaos has died down a bit. I remember when I was teaching dance, like, at my dance studio, we had, like, some kind of plumbing issue once when I went into work, and it was like you could not, use the you couldn't use the bathroom. You had to, like, go down the street to a business, or, like, a fast food restaurant and use their bathroom for the day. It was, like, insane. It was like, okay, this is a lot. It was, like, emergencies only situation, because it would just, like, I don't think you'd be able to flush. So it's like, if you had very small children where that's not really an option, then, like, what can you do? But otherwise, if you were able to hold it, you had to go to down the street. I don't really even know why we stayed open that day. It just, that seemed really stupid to even be open during that. Luckily, it was, like, the first week of the year, though, which was always a little slower and, like, didn't have all classes immediately. It was just, like, the competitive classes as opposed to, like, recreational classes that would have been, like, a lot more of the, like, really little kids. But still, it was, like, not fun to have to deal with that. Just walking in and being like, hey, if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to go down the street. Like, what? What do you mean I have to go down the street? Alright, bolo candy. I'm approaching this dry bones building. A lot of 1v3s tonight. And we're getting a repeat, except I get to be on the team of 3 this time. I was the one last time and got totally annihilated. Dun 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway. Yo, the Aldi's cappuccino coffee is top tier though! I am obsessed with Aldi. It is the best. Also, Aldi hot chocolate is top tier. I will say that too. Better than Swiss Miss. I know, brand loyalty, but, like, no. It's better than Swiss Miss. So if you are in Aldi and you want a good hot chocolate, get the Aldi hot chocolate. It's so good. Man, he flew at the end of that. I mean, he almost made it, but that was pretty impressive. Never realized the helicopter's a bullet bill. It's a bullet bill, but it's also, flown by Shy Guys. It's the double villain. It has been a big 1v3 night. But I guess a lot of people have gotten happening spaces. I keep landing on, like, red space. Oh, there we go, another happening space. An excavator. Torpedo Ted? Yeah, I guess if it has arms. I mean, bullet bills have little arms, like, tucked in, because I always thought it was like a grin, like he was going like this in Mario 3, and no. Turns out it's just an arm that's, like, being like tucked in weirdly. You know, one of those things you see when you're a kid and you can't unsee it later. I know, it just looks like a mouth. It looks like a little smirk. Very much so. It looks like a smirk. This is the one I skipped. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is a different one! This is the other hotel! There are 2 special space hotels, and of course, the one that I got is the one that, like, has had 4 other visitors, and so I owned it for all of, like, 2 turns. But this is a different one! I forgot there were 2 of them! Insane. The buildings haven't been maxed out yet. Okay, no. Because there's still that, like, tiny hotel on the other street. This is only a level 2. What does I get? I am going to hopefully have enough to... Oh, yes, I will 100% have enough to take over this one. Alright, give me those stars. Dry Bones does not need them. I do. So hand them on over! I mean, Dry Bones only has 5 now. Is that too much? Way too much. Do I collect Pokemon cards? I do, but I have very particular collections now. I actually just cleaned out all of my Pokemon cards. I even have, like, a lot of my Pokemon card accessories for sale right now in my Mercari store. So if you're looking for Pokemon card accessories, like, I have a really nice carrying case that I've never used. And some mini folios and some, like, deck boxes. And they're all, like, Pokemon print. Like, they're really, really cute. It's just, like, I don't have a use for them. Because during COVID, like, right before COVID and during year 1 of COVID, I was like, I'm gonna get into competitive Pokemon TCG, and, you know, the pandemic kind of killed it, but also, like, I just was like, this is a lot of money and a lot of time to invest, so, like, that phase is over, basically. But I do have, a couple videos I put on my YouTube channel that if you want to see my collections, I highly recommend you check out, because one is, I have a Kanto binder of the original 151 Pokemon, and they're all different, like, card collections. Like, they're not one particular set or anything like that, it's just the artwork I like the best from each of the, for each of those Pokemon. And then I have a couple other, like, smaller sets. Like, I have the Detective Pikachu movie set, because it was pretty small. I have a little, like, I have some favorite cards. I also have the base set of Battle Styles, because that was the one I really got into with when I thought I was gonna, like, go into competitive play at, like, conventions and stuff. So I do have a whole portfolio of Battle Styles, the TCG series. I have my Kanto portfolio, and then I have a mini portfolio of, like, random ones, like I said. Detective Pikachu, some favorites, and then I also am trying to get a bunch of different, like, Jigglypuff cards. I have all the, like, crocheted Pokemon cards that I've ever pulled in there, too. But with Pokemon Pocket, it's kind of alleviated the whole, like, desire for me to, like, need physical cards anymore, because it, like, fills the void of, like, I want to open a pack of Pokemon cards, and it's free, and you don't have to store them or do anything crazy. So that's how I get my Pokemon card fill these days. I also was big into the online game, Pokemon TCG Online, but they ruined it. They changed the site, they ruined the game, none of my stuff transferred over, they just made it so much worse. Like, I don't enjoy it anymore, I miss the old game and the way it was run before, so even then it's like I don't have the incentive to, like, buy physical cards and play them online then, like, because I used to buy the theme decks and play them online, and I don't even need to do that anymore. It's like, alright. But again, Pokemon Pocket has really, like, changed the game for me especially. But so yes and no. Yes, I have particular Pokemon cards that I go for and that I try to get, But am I just a collector in general these days? I am not. I don't like go buy tons of boosters and open, like, get every new set that comes out or anything like that. So yeah, check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my Pokemon card collections, because I just made very recently, and they're vertical videos. They're meant to be watched on a phone, because that was how they were recorded. But, yeah, check it out if you're interested in seeing my collections. Oh, man. Alright, road to victory. We're gonna roll and stuff. Julie, you're so sweet. I had a bunch of like VEX and GX cards or whatever that I've sold quite a few now. I did have like singles for sale. I still have some singles for sale, but they're not like super valuable, so they're kind of just like sitting for sale until the right person comes along looking for them, whereas like some that I've already sold were a lot more sought after and more valuable cards, but yeah. Looking at my I mean, literally all I've ever talked about when I mention Mercari is that I'm selling games, so I don't know how you missed that. I don't know how you missed that one. I'm selling, there are like over 100 games on there right now for sale. No, you're good. It's just funny to me because I'm like, I'm selling my games! To be fair though, most of those games are Odie's that he is selling. But it just makes sense to sell them all in one place. It's like we both don't need to have our own storefront, we'll just have it together. Alright, Chomp Charity, is it me? I think it was, but maybe not after the last turn. Wait, I need to go on this middle street, which Yoshi's probably gonna beat me to, especially now that he has 30 coins to spend. I should have gone this way last time, but I didn't realize. I was thinking that the hotel with 1 star was up on the upper path for some reason. I don't know. Let's see if we can really gain a lot of real estate in the last 5 turns here. Ever since I got my haircut, my hair is like so flippy. Like I catch myself being like, ah, and it like makes me look like a cartoon character. Wow, Peach. How could you do this to me? By 3 coins? You poor jerk. Come on. I'm the one wearing the Bratz hoodie, not you. I should be the one being a brat right now. That reminds me, I have not watched the Bratz movie in a really long time. Definitely a comfort watch. I feel like I end up watching it more in the summer for some reason. You know why I haven't watched it recently? Because I've been having Ghibli week for 2 weeks that I keep talking about. I feel like at this point everyone's like, shut up, madam. But whatever. I just want to talk about it, okay? Alright. This is why I can't win Mario Party these days, because I roll a 1 every freaking turn. I can never move more than 1 space, therefore I can't ever do anything. So how am I supposed to win? Come on now. This game hates me, although I do like Shake It Up just because it's so simple and goofy. We gotta shake, shake, shaky. Alright. Let's go! Anyway, I know the visual on that is beautiful. I have the same problem. The rolling 1 curse is the biggest Mario Party curse, and it's annoying. One good thing did happen today, though. Got my groceries for the month, so feeling somewhat accomplished. Hey, there you go! The classic, like, adult accomplishment of getting groceries. It's such a... Once you do, though, like, after you've been putting it off for a long time, to actually, like, finally go out and be like, okay, I replenished everything, I have all my groceries, like, is such a good feeling. Aw, Peach looks really cute as, like, a little ball, though. Like, her ball animation is adorable. Her stealing my money, not so much. She is stealing all of my buildings. I can't do anything about this. And guess what? I'm probably gonna roll a 1, so I won't be able to take them back either. Yeah, I can never win the bonus stars that involve moving the most spaces. 9 times out of 10. Once in a blue moon I will, magically, and I'll be like, how? But 9 times out of 10, no. I have no chance, and I move the least amount of... The slow go! If that's a star on here, then this time I will definitely be the winner of that, but... yeah, I don't know what it's about. I don't know how I'm so good at rolling a 1. Okay, well, so much for this building, because he only needed to invest 2 coins into it, and he has, like, 47 coins to invest in, so... guess I'm not getting that building. It also sucks when you roll a 1 and all the spaces have, like, money bags and coins on them, and you can't do anything. It's not looking good for me, you guys. I'm gonna have to roll a lot and bank a lot of money. And I feel like everybody's, like, taken over all the spaces in front of me so far. I have no chance at this rate. I forgot there's a little shortcut right there. Everybody else is taking their sweet time with their turns, and my turn's gonna be, like, 2 seconds long. Case and point. Oh, and if I would have rolled a 1, it might have been better for me, but no. 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 The game hates me. How could I think any differently? Maybe I'll roll a 3 next time. Okay, this is a fun one. Punch-a-Bunch. I like the concept of this one. And I like the name Punch-a-Bunch. It's pretty straightforward. I always like how the player 1 gets the, like, starting animation. So I talked about some of the Pokemon card videos that I have up. I'm also, like, looking forward to making a bit of a haul video in the near future once I get a package that I've been expecting for a little while here. So I'm excited about that. I have a package coming that I'm gonna make a fun haul because it's from a store that I really think is a lot of fun and that you guys would enjoy seeing the merchandise from. But so I've got that coming up. Maybe I'll make a Ghibli like video, like podcast style video or something about all the movies I've watched. Like do it a little bit differently than maybe the last, like the Disney video I made. I might do it a little bit different format, but I want to make a couple like different videos. That's something that I've been wanting to do lately. I think now that I've gotten into like the rhythm of making the time-lapse videos after the Crafty Monday streams, it's kind of like inspired me to be like, oh, I need to like, I want to make this kind of video too. I want to make some more like YouTube content that's like exclusively for YouTube because it's been a while since I've done much of that. I keep talking about making like a different creative channel for all my craft stuff too, and I really need to like sit down and do that. I've been working, there's a lot of like creative stuff I've been like working on, and it's kind of a slow burn process because like I'm trying to put together a commissions request like guideline because I want to open up commissions to you guys for my Etsy store, especially so I can continue saving money for the big mysterious thing that I keep like kind of mentioning through Mercari, but like I'm just really trying to save a lot of money right now, and that's like would be a fun way to do it, would be to take commissions, but I also want to have some guidelines because I think if you just like, yeah, commission me, like there's not enough structure there for that, and like price point seems all over the place, like expectations all over the place, so I want to definitely have like some guidelines. Yay! There was a 0 behind that one! No, I don't want to do this right now. Okay, how much do I need to invest in this? Ooh! Okay, I'm just gonna invest it all. You know, screw it. I don't even know that I will get to any of the other buildings, so if I don't, I at least have 3! Like how a heavy statue falls in front of them and the instinct is to punch it? Yes! Because that's what I would do. That's what all of us would do, obviously. So funny. Okay, I have at least 3 to invest in the next spot. You know? I just have like so many ideas and things I want to do all the time, and so little time in a day. You know, I feel like I'm getting to a lot of different things slowly but surely, at the very least. Like not a great motion control game. I feel like I'm not in control whenever I play this. I know, you fellow creatives, you know exactly what I mean, like all the ideas. You're like, I need more time to do everything. That's how I feel. And it doesn't even matter, even if you are doing a ton of different things, you still feel it. You're like, I still want to do all these other things too! But, yeah, slowly but surely, for sure. I think also, like, a lot of the projects I want to do just take time as well, and I'm just like, you know, I get excited for the other projects I have ideas for, and then I want to do everything at once, and it's like, no, because that's going to make everything take so much longer. Trying to steal my money? How could you? Okay, you can have 1 coin, I guess. 1 coin. I can live without. Considering I have 3. I don't see myself getting more than just these 3 stars, so unless I just totally dominate with bonus stars, like I get all 3 and I manage to get the highest number of coins by the end of this, I don't have a great shot at winning right now. And we have 1 more turn after this. I really think I need more than 2 coins to go into this building to take it over. Yeah, I need 36. So I'm gonna just say no on that. Oh, this could be good, though! Take me to the other one! Take me to the other building! Or I guess if he takes me to the one I've already gone to, though, I've already invested into it. Oh, I think this is the other building! Now, if the game truly hates me, I will roll a 1 next time. But if it doesn't, then I will roll more than that, and I'll be able to take this building and actually have a running to win the game. It'll be... I kind of hope we all end up with 6 stars, because it'll be a really, really close game, and it'll pretty much come down to bonuses and, like, minigame wins. The last minigame. Oh my gosh! Chocolate milk! It's been so long. I hope you've been doing great. Thank you so much for stopping in. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, we're just playing some Mario Party 8. You know, trying to be a contender to win at the moment, because I am losing. This is that very Sonic-y sounding song. This one in particular just sounds like it could be straight out of a Sonic game. Don't run into that. No, 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 no. Oh my god, I'm trying so hard not to. Oh, it was so close. I messed up at the end. I messed up at the very end, but put up a good fight. That just sucks, because we were in the lead, like, the whole time. Crap. Okay, my turn is last. So there's gonna be a lot of news last at the very end of this. We'll see what happens. Luckily there is money laid out in front of me. She did not get to invest in any more hotels, so that's good. Yoshi already owns this building, but maybe he'll invest in it? Okay, good. He's investing more, so, like, not that he would, but, like, if he were to pass by another building, he wouldn't even have anything to put in it anyway, like, if he rolled high enough. I don't know why I'm worried about this. He did not roll high enough for that. Dry Bones has 19 to put in this building. I don't know what he's put in before. Oh, he needs 51, yeah. Okay, so that was good. That was actually good that Yoshi put in the money, because if he would have had enough to surpass Yoshi, he would just win the game. That would be it. He would be the winner. Guys, I can't look. What's it gonna do? Alright. Oh, okay, good. Please tell me I can put 8 coins. No! Ah! This could be yours for 17 coins. Oh, I really hope there were like 2 coins in this building, but it's absolutely pointless to put any money into this. So I'm just gonna bank coins. So I have 23. I do have... Okay, so even if somebody else wins this next minigame, if I get all 3 bonuses, I win. Come on, game. No! No, no, no. This is ruining my plan. This game wants me to lose. 100%. Like, no one had any money. I had money. It wants me to lose. Please be the BS card game. Yes, this one. No, 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 not that one. No! Why? Oh my god. This game. Why does Mario Party 8 hate me, you guys? All these years of love and... All these years of love and it hates? Stupid. This minigame always freaked me out a bit. Of course I don't get that. Oh, I got it! Did I get it? Oh god, he's really close, he's really close. No, 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 no! Somehow I won that, though. I don't know if I actually hit the gold one or if he just disappeared. I'm not sure, but thank God I won. Fine. You guys can get abducted. I don't care. I'm gonna stay here on the moon. I have to get all 3 bonus stars to win. It's super unlikely. It's possible. But we'll pretty much know right away if this is going to happen or not. You guys, What can I say? Alright. That was a lot. Here we go. What's it gonna be? If it's the running star, I'm boned. Like, no. I did not win it. Okay, I used as much candy as I could. I didn't use it on the last turn because I lost the game. That's it. I did not win. Let's see if I would have won if I had gotten that last building, though. If I had gotten that last building, I would have had 6 stars. She already has 8 now. There's no way! I had no way. I would have still lost. I didn't get 1 bonus star. Running star, the game purposely asked me to crawl. So, like, I couldn't. There's no way. I got the crawling star, but you didn't give that one away. You gave away the running star. Peach swept the game. Why am I not surprised? I don't know why I'm surprised. This is just like what happens. Oh, I had no chance. I tried so hard. I really tried to fight in the end, but the game was against me. So we came in dead last. Oh no, 8 stars. Yeah, she had 6 stars. Even if I had 6 stars, I didn't get 1 bonus star, so there was no hope for me. Okay, I've definitely won the most coins in minigames, so if it had been minigame star, shopping star only spent 5, and I knew I wouldn't get that. I ate 6 pieces of candy, well that was 2 less than the top 2, so like it wasn't like, oh, 1 more. If I had eaten that candy on my last turn, I wouldn't have. Yeah, 144. I was definitely the slowest. So slow star, I would have gotten. Minigame star, I would have gotten. And that's really all it would have taken if I had that last building. Would just be like 2 bonuses, and then I would have won by coins. But that didn't happen because we lost. Fun Bazaar my butt. That wasn't fun. It was. It was a fun time. Unfair, but fun. Oh man. I know, surprisingly the running star was kind of close, even though I feel like I rolled a 1 every single turn and they rolled like 20s every turn, so I don't know how it ended up being like, you know, within like 10 spaces. I can't. Aunt Fitzdicks, welcome. I am kind of surprised nobody landed on DK, but I had the option to land on it. But of course, that was the one time the game didn't give me a 1. Yeah, no DK or Bowser though. Interesting. Well, guys, I don't think Mario Party 8 was on my side this time. Maybe it was the new save file, maybe it was the fact that I'm not playing on my actual Wii U or Wii system with my records. I don't know, I'm not really sure. But, it was out to get us this time. It was like, you are not winning. I'm sorry, it's not an option. We did try though, and I do love this game. I want to thank you all for voting for tonight's board. It was a super close call. Again, Koopa's Tycoon Town only won by 1 vote, so it was a 1 vote victory. Yes, it was, Jilly. It was a 1 vote victory, otherwise we would have seen Shy Guys Perplex Express. This is the first time we've seen Mario Party 8 this year, and it's the first time in a while, too. I did all the GameCube Mario Parties last month. The month before that I did like the classic Mario parties, and I did some Superstars, and which is kind of like the classics again, just remade. So you never know what next week is gonna have in store. I talked about this. I think I might try and do one of the handheld ones, do like Mario Party DS or something, because it's been a long time since we've seen that as well. So that might be something I roll out next week. So I'll try and get that set up and figured out, but it's been a lot of fun, you guys. Just a couple shout outs before we go, because I want to thank everybody who went a little extra today. Thank you so much to Bali Bibby, Pixel Plume, and Scottman895 for the resubs and the new sub today. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate all of you. Again, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, because that is the best way to support me as a content creator. That's the best way to support the channel. And it keeps me going and keeps it possible for me to stream, and to stream as frequently as I do. So thank you to everybody who is subscribed. It really means a lot. Lots of love to all of you. And I know it's not something that's feasible for everybody, but for those of you who choose to do that, thank you so much. Or to use your Prime sub on me or anything like that, it's always very much appreciated. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for all of the chatting tonight. It's always fun to have like an audience chatting and keep up the conversation in that. I really, really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and just share my link tree that has links to everything I've mentioned tonight. So YouTube, Discord, Mercari, Etsy. I'm also on Patreon. Huge shout out to my patrons for this month. I want to get some new stuff posted on there. It's been kind of sitting for a while, just because I have not been focusing on it, if I'm being totally honest. So I need to get like a new post or something on there for you guys, some behind the scenes, something, because it's just been, you know, a whirlwind of a start to a new year. Here we are, March already, and I'm like, I haven't posted anything since like Christmas time, so I need to get on there and do something with that. But I appreciate everybody who has pledged to my Patreon and continues to pledge, because it's basically just a tip jar right now. I mean, there is some exclusive content on there, but if you've been on there for a while, you probably already have seen all of it. But it's always an option. If you want to support me in a small way, on a monthly basis, like say you only have like a couple dollars extra a month, that's a way to do that. But I appreciate you all for doing that, so check that out. Again, I have over 100 games for sale on Mercari. I have so many listings on Etsy for crocheted goods, so be sure to check it out. And then as always, I'll be chatting with you guys in the Discord. My next stream will be on Monday. It will be Crafty Monday, and it will be in daylight savings time. Why do we have to spring forward? I don't want to. I don't want to lose an hour of sleep, you guys. How is 1 hour this detrimental? It really feels so annoying, though. Like, it feels so gross. I don't like it. But hey, I'm gonna just, let's see, is anybody live right now or do we want to mess with a raid? I'm gonna pull this up really quick. Part of me is just like, maybe we'll just peace, but you know what? I think I am gonna just peace out tonight. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and close out the stream, but but yeah, love you all. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you guys on Monday. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend, and go to bed early on Saturday, even though none of us want to. Love you all. Take care. Bye.